Two Real Geeks here, Containment Haunted House, with adventures that rock today. The reason we're here is we are getting a little exclusive tour of what lies in there. Let's get spooky. Time.
All right, let's get ready to check out Containment 2020.
Rock, you're gonna hold our hand?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold your hand.
Okay.
You're gonna hold my hand.
No, you're on your own, Sandy.
Containment for 2020. You guys do an incredible theme every year. What's the theme gonna be this year? Can you announce it?
The theme this year is going to be spirits, and it's something that came out of a conversation that Joey and I had, back in March, April, ish. We were even debating if, opening this year was going to be a theme, there was going to be a thing, and if it's something we were going to be able to do at all. And we kind of hashed around on it, and the thing that popped in my mind is you can't kill the spirit of Halloween.
Absolutely. We've been telling people that a lot this year. And
that kind of snowballed into, we put a post out on Facebook and whatnot, and people really reacted to it, and that went down the rabbit hole of spirits, and it evolved from there.
And then, it evolved into the storyline of course, this being an unusual Halloween season where you have two full moons in the month of October, and the full moon falling on October 31st on Halloween, that the second full moon actually pierces the veil between the spirit world and the living, where normally it just thins. It actually pierces a hole, and you're able to pass through. And in reverse, the spirits and the undead are able to come back out and try to drag you in and curse you to spend eternity into the spirit world. So your goal is to get through and to get out and back to the living and cross back over.
Rocco?
Rocco.
Why Rocco?
I have no idea.
It just popped in his
How do
head.
I come up with anything?
Everything in here, we've named something. Not names that we throw out to the public. It's just we refer to it that way.
Yeah.
It kind of helps us delineate everything. But once we got him, Brad was the brainchild that put kind of did the audio side of it to give him that
Audio pneumatic camera.
Whoa!
How long do you sit here and tune those?
Long time.
Pulling out the right frequencies and everything to get the most out of his roar. Yep. Questions have been raised as far as for COVID of the squeeze wall. Are we going to run it? Are we not? And we've been back and forth. At the moment, what we have is a system set in place. This thing deflates in about 10 seconds and reinflates very quickly. So we are going to have disinfectant between every group sprayed on it to try to keep this effect, because it is a really good effect. But as long as we can do it safely, luckily, unlike other squeeze walls that other haunted houses, this is not a porous fabric. This is actually a military grade tint, so it has no porous to it. So the disinfectant will wash it off real quick.
Background of what containment is.
Oh, absolutely. Containment is a very unique animal in the fact that it is built out of 26 shipping containers. And essentially what we've done is built our own building out of those shipping containers with floors and roofs and everything. And then what also makes it very unique is we are a very storytelling type attraction, where we make sure we have a theme and the story follows, and our actors are portraying that all throughout, and everything adds to that storyline and to a conclusion, and almost like a movie setup in a sense. We are located on a paintball field, so it makes it a little bit unique in the fact of we have partly outdoors, mostly indoors, so we are able to really play on those elements and to kind of lose people once they go inside.
And for those that don't know, also containment, as he mentioned, the 26 shipping containers, it's not only an enclosed indoor haunt, you have outdoor scenes that take place also.
We've got outdoor scenes. We've also created rooms between the containers, decked, roofed. So the 26 containers just make up the shell of the haunted houses. Sometimes you're in them, sometimes you're out of them, sometimes you're outdoors, sometimes you're in a room we created. So there's a lot of different flows and textures here.
It's going to be an incredible experience. I love the details.
Every haunted house needs an industrial fan. It's not a good haunted house unless you have an industrial fan.
That's right.
Question. You're actors. What are you guys doing for your makeup?
So the makeup, we have been going through this process of how to, as far as for COVID and everything, how to do it appropriately. We always do the airbrush makeup. So our makeup artist will have the face shield, they'll have the face mask on and do the protection. There are masks that will be used to cover up obviously the mouth. There's themed masks, and we've come up with a way to take some normal masks and convert them into fitting the makeup scheme and everything. So we're taking those extra steps for precaution and protection this year for COVID to make sure that our actors are safe and everything, and that everybody is healthy that's working here, including, temperature checking our actors before they come into work and everything, and making sure everybody is not having any symptoms of anything. So that's the route we're going this year with the makeup, but we will be doing our makeup.
So it's basically no sponges, it's all touchless makeup.
We've always, yeah, correct. Well, in the sponges thing, we've always never reused a sponge.
Okay.
If it touches a face, it goes down. It gets another one. So we've always replaced that, because leading up to this, Ray is really good about this, to being conscious of passing of germs long before this.
Okay.
So that side of it doesn't really change as much. So if there are any sponges, stipple sponges used, they get used once, and then that's it.
Okay.
Same thing with any Q-tips. And then we don't ever use any brushes because it's all airbrushed on.
Right.
And if the makeup is dispensed, it is put into a cup. It is never actually taken out of the main container by any store. So we've makeup has always been a sanitary issue to begin with. So coming into COVID, it really doesn't add that much of a pain to get it
So
done.
what about things like contacts and
We have
appliances that apply and things like that?
So one of the things, first off, if there's any appliance applied, that appliance has always been for that actor, that only actor. And that's it.
Okay.
And it's usually a one and done, replace type situation. If there are any contacts used in the house, they're their own personal contacts.
Okay.
The haunted house, we've never supplied them with them in the sense of we don't want them back.
Right.
But they're theirs.
Right.
And obviously, we approve them and everything. We tell them what they can and can't buy that has to fit their character. But those are additions that they will own themselves.
Okay. So now when you bring somebody on with you, you say they own their characters. So are they in that spot for the rest of the season? Do you guys switch them around?
Majority of times,
Majority of times, a person will work the same spot, the same character all
Okay.
year. Obviously, there are exceptions, where we have to move people around the house. But for the most part, they do own their character, and that is what they do.
I'm gonna be honest with you, like I say, coming through here during the day from when we were here at night,
It's like so. Yeah.
it's night and day.
and not always a good one. We look good.
Hey, you work here?
Sorry, I don't work
You
here.
said
Am I not
rock
supposed
work.
to be on property? Shoot!
Is he working? Oh, geez, we're running. Definitely got a great thing here. You rated highly on hauntedhouses.com. So all the websites out there are rating you guys well. So
We are
Yeah,
definitely
I
looking
think
forward to
Our
this.
biggest challenge this year is to be able to do what we do in kind of a different fashion. And we've put a lot of thought to that because obviously, with the amount of interactivity we generally employ, it became a challenge early on because we knew it was going to have to be different. But I think after a lot of thought and a lot of work, we've been able to implement some distancing and some technologies, and it's probably going to be a better show than usual. There's definitely going to be nothing lost.
it looks amazing already. So
Yeah.
And one of the things, as far as people coming out for the first time or even returning, and of course it's being done by the other haunted houses now. We've always kind of done it. Obviously no conga lines and everything. But if you are a group of two coming up, that is your group sign.
Thank you for that.
Oh,
Yeah, the cattle lines are the worst. We don't like it. Like, you get more of a story. It's a story now. It's an interactive process. It's personal for us. Like that's what Jess and I like to do
Right.
when we go to a haunted center.
And this year will be even more personalized because
Yes.
if you're a group of two coming up, you're not going to be stuck with another group of two. You are your group.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you're going to go through by yourself. Even if you're a group of one coming up, guess what? You're by yourself.
You're on your own.
Like, are you guys limiting how many people are coming on property, or?
So that is what we're hashing out right now, is to figure out exactly how that's going to do it. We've got some really cool ideas that we can social distance and adjust your weight and still make it part of the experience.
Yeah.
Obviously, virtual queue line systems are a thing. So when you come in, there'll be you text in and join the queue line, and wait in your car. We have some tricks on how your wait in the car is going to be entertained.
Okay.
And then once you're called out of your car, you will come down, and then the queue line will be very unique. Very unique.
One thing we didn't want to do was have people sit in their car until it was time to come into the haunted house, run through the haunted house, and leave. Because that part of the experience is being out and, you know.
I have to say, last year your queue line actors were amazing. And honestly, for a haunt, they're just one of the things I enjoy is the queue line haunted scares.
Exactly, and that's something we didn't want to lose, and we've been milling over this probably about a week now, you know, just on some different ideas, and I think we've got it on lockdown. We're not going to say anything specific yet, but we think there's a way to keep everybody distanced, to keep the queue line managed, and at the same time give you the classic haunted house feel that you experience every year.
Awesome.
So yeah, when
If not with some enhancements.
Yeah.
exactly,
So,
it could be a really unique experience that we may maintain after that. Tickets will be available on our website at containmenthauntedhouse.com. There's a buy now ticket button. Tickets will go on sale on this coming Tuesday. That would be September, I don't even remember the date.
22nd?
September the 22nd, yes. So tickets will be on sale September the 22nd on our website. If you have any questions, you go on our Facebook page. There's a link to the website as well there. You can also message us directly. We can help you.
What do you guys think of Containment Haunted House here? We had so much fun here today.
Would I give you rock?
Oh, you didn't give me your heart. You gave me the finger.
So what did you guys think of that?
It was a great tour inside. Love going and seeing the lights on. You get to check out so much more details. Yeah.
So you used to be a scare actor too, right?
I always helped out, but not a scare actor.
Yeah.
I always helped out a lot behind the
You
scenes.
got the history of Halloween
Yeah.
like that too.
So it's cool to see when haunted houses do that extra layer of detail into the walling, the paint.
But
It was super interesting to see during the day. Definitely looking forward to this season and checking out the story,
yeah.
the show, all that cool stuff.
And we miss being in a haunted house too.
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you Containment for having us out here.
It was a blast.
Thanks
Exactly.
to Adventures That Rock
Yeah,
for setting everything
exactly,
up.
brother. Thanks for that, man.
Hey, no
We
problem,
appreciate it.
guys.
There's gonna be more from them coming up too with everything.
I've got different
So-
projects I'm working on to talk to you guys
Oh,
about
yeah.
soon.
Can't wait. So, you ready?
Yep.
We out.
We haven't seen everything yet. We gotta check out the finale. Let's go.
Whoa.
Wait.